For years, Chinese brands tried to dethrone the Japanese giants. But in 2026, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Kawasaki strike back. Here are the top 5 bikes that will shake the world. You're watching the Engine Channel. Subscribe now and never miss the hottest motorcycle news and reviews. Number 5. Kawasaki KLX 230. We kick off with a bike that is not speculation, but 100% confirmed. The renewed Kawasaki KLX 230 aims straight at Latin America, one of the most important motorcycle markets in the world. The real genius of this model lies in Kawasaki's dual version strategy. On one side, the KLX 230DF, an adventure-ready machine designed for rugged terrain. On the other, the KLX 230 Sherpa S, with a lower seat height, built to give riders of all sizes confidence. This new family addresses the weaknesses of the previous generation. The older KLX felt dated, with a chassis that wasn't fully prepared for constant abuse on rough roads. For 2026, Kawasaki re-engineered it with a perimeter frame that is stiffer, lighter, and more agile, along with a reinforced rear subframe, perfect for workers who rely on their bikes daily and need to carry heavy loads. Under the hood, the 233 cubic centimeter single cylinder has been fine-tuned to deliver stronger torque at low and mid RPMs, giving it punch in heavy city traffic and the muscle needed for steep trails. With the durable DF and the accessible Sherpa S, Kawasaki has created a specialized duo aimed at attacking two fronts, going head-to-head with the Hero Xpulse 200 and taking market share from the reliable but aging Honda XR190L. Number 4. Suzuki GSXR1000R. Now, from solid reality, we move into the thrilling world of rumors, and this one gives goosebumps to every speed lover. The possible return of the Suzuki GSXR1000R. Known worldwide as the Gixxer, it disappeared from European and many other markets because it couldn't comply with strict Euro 5 emission standards. For fans, watching this legend leave was heartbreaking. But here's the twist. 2026 marks the 40th anniversary of the GSXR line, a dynasty that dominated racing championships and inspired generations of riders. Would Suzuki ignore such a historic milestone? Absolutely not. Reports from Japan suggest Suzuki has secretly been developing an evolved version of the iconic four-cylinder engine. The highlight would be a variable valve timing (VVT) system, borrowed from the GSX S1000, which would let the engine meet Euro 5 plus standards, while keeping its explosive high-rev nature alive. Pair that with top-level electronics, traction control, anti-wheelie systems, rear lift mitigation, and customizable power maps. And you have a weapon ready to face the Ducati Panigale 5.4 and BMW S1000RR. For Suzuki, bringing back the GSXR 1000R isn't just about sales. It's about honor, pride, and satisfying the thousands of superbike enthusiasts who have been waiting for the legend's rebirth. Number 3. Yamaha Tenere 700 updated. At number 3 sits a motorcycle that many already call the perfect trail bike, the Yamaha Tenere 700. Its success comes from a simple but pure philosophy: a torquey CP2 engine, an agile chassis, and long travel suspension, all without drowning the rider in electronics. It's built for real adventure, but even legends must evolve. Competitors like the Aprilia Touareg 660 already offer modern TFT color displays, smartphone connectivity, riding modes, and advanced traction control. By comparison, the Tenere's monochrome LCD looks outdated in 2026. So, how does Yamaha modernize it without ruining its character? Rumors and patents point to two paths. The first, an improved World Raid version, finally giving riders the electronics they've been asking for. The second, and more exciting, a radical SP version, lighter, with premium suspension, even more off-road focused, and aimed at riders who want maximum performance in the dirt. Yamaha doesn't need to reinvent the Tenere 700. It just needs to refine it. Giving it the right tools, to keep leading the adventure category without losing the raw spirit that made it legendary. Number 2. Suzuki GSX-8S Retro Back to Suzuki, a brand that knows how to maximize a good engine. Their 776 cubic centimeter parallel twin with a 270-degree crank has already proven to be a huge success. Plenty of character, strong mid-range torque, and a soundtrack that wins hearts. It already powers the GSX-8S Naked and the versatile V-Strom 800DE. The next logical step? Attack the neo-retro market, where Yamaha and Kawasaki have already struck gold with their XSR and Z series. Now imagine this engine wrapped in a design inspired by the iconic 1980s Katana, sharp and futuristic, or perhaps in a more traditional naked style, with a round headlight and minimalist tail section, paying homage to the legendary GS1000S. Either way, it would strike directly at riders' nostalgia while offering 21st century reliability and performance. And here's the kicker: Suzuki could price it lower than its rivals, giving it a competitive edge. Among all current rumors, this one feels like a brilliant and inevitable move. A perfect balance of history, innovation, and strategy. Number 1. Honda GB500. At the very top of this list is the motorcycle that could change the rules of the game in Latin America's most important segment, the highly anticipated Honda GB500. Let's face it, the Honda GB350 sold in Asia is absolutely beautiful, but with only 21 horsepower, it feels underpowered for the roads and geography of countries like Mexico or Colombia. Meanwhile, Royal Enfield's Interceptor and Continental GT650 have proven that there's a massive market for retro bikes with real touring capability. Honda has taken notice. The brand has already registered the GB500 name officially. So this is more than rumor. Speculation points to a 500 cubic centimeter air and oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing around 40 to 45 horsepower while keeping the authentic retro look intact. Now picture the full formula: timeless GB styling, stronger performance, and, most importantly, the unmatched support of Honda's dealership network, spare parts availability, and legendary reliability. It would be a direct strike at Royal Enfield's throat, offering riders not just nostalgia, but confidence. This wouldn't just be one of the most anticipated bikes of 2026. It could very well become the best-selling motorcycle of the year, redefining the entire retro market in Latin America.